Hello and welcome to K-Stop. As always, this is Jeff Benjamin. I'm an editor here at Fuse, and during this New York Fashion Week, I'm joined by the most fashionable K-pop podcaster in all of New York, Tina Zhu.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of K-Stop.
Hello. Yes. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. It's always great to get back on the K-Stop, get back to K-Stop, take a break out of our days and just talk about good stuff.
Indeed.
Yeah, we always say you guys are as much a part of this show as we are, and we wanted to, as always, highlight some awesome comments that we got from you guys. Last week's episode, if you tuned in, and hopefully you did, one of our deep cut topic of the week was about just some, it was some unfortunate...
You took some unfortunate comments.
Yeah, some controversial comments, in our opinion, about, just kind of women's appearances and things like that. And DJ Peter Lowe, at DJ Peter Lowe on Twitter, hit us up, both Tina and I, with the hashtag KStop, and he wrote, "I'm with you guys," because we were not really feeling these sort of comments. He was sort of talking about how a woman that he marries, he needs to check that, what she looks like without makeup. He kind of made some not so nice comments.
Double standard comments about.
Yeah, about plastic surgery and,
Right.
things like that. To his co-host Lizzie on this new show he's on, and he wrote, "I'm with you guys. The natural beauty comment was a double standard. I feel like on the whole, K-pop objectifies women more than men." And I think, yeah, more or less.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of just in general, the entertainment, not even the entertainment world, the world in general,
Right.
unfortunately.
We're subject to different standards.
Yeah, and you know what? It would be, and it's kind of, and almost that comment kind of makes me think a little more too about, it's true that, despite men, you would think the playing field would be a little more fair, given men do have a really strict beauty regimen. They wear makeup. Fashion is a big thing. Hair is a big thing. But unfortunately, it's not so much the case here. So, yeah, we're glad you guys are on the same page as us, not calling us out or anything. So thanks as always for the comments. We also need to, of course, highlight what your guys' favorite release was of last week. Last week we talked about Red Velvet's Russian Roulette, Bobby's Hole Up solo debut, and
I think it was Classiquai, right?
Classiquai,
Yeah.
right. And
Did we both pick Classiquai?
I think we did,
definitely
yeah.
did,
I think
yeah.
we did. And unfortunately, not unfortunately or fortunately, but they got third place with 3% of the votes. Bobby came in second place with 18% of the votes, and Red Velvet came in
What
an
I more or less
astonishing
expected.
80% of the votes came in first. So that was your guys' top release of the week.
Also a really great release. Love
Yeah.
the video.
Oh, and that one's like really grown on me. The "da beep beep beep" has like
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
like grown on me.
And they
Can't
started
get it out of my head.
their live performances and
Yes.
promotions. So
Yeah.
now we'll see how that goes.
It looks good. Yeah. But you guys can always be a part of the K-Stop conversation. Hit us up on Twitter. You can use the hashtag K-Stop, all one word. I'm Jeff Jeff underscore Benjamin.
And I'm Hey_Tina with 3 A's.
Yes. Leave a comment on Fuse.tv. Leave a comment on iTunes. You can listen to K-Stop on Slacker. So many different ways to get involved. So many ways to listen. We hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm actually pretty excited about this episode. I feel like it's a really strong episode.
Yeah, it's packed. We got a couple comebacks.
Yeah.
A strong debut.
Yeah. So Tina, who's first on your list?
Well, I feel like we gotta kind of take it back because we weren't able to include Mino's body
Right.
release for last episode because we
Yes.
only had the cutoff was it didn't match with
Yes.
our recording time. So we
Right.
were able to include Bobby's solo video, Hole Up. We weren't able to include Mino, who
Yes.
is the other half of MOBB, which stands for Mino and Bobby.
Yes.
So,
This new unit from
yes,
YG
from
Entertainment.
The first unit since GD and Top, I believe.
Wow, is it really?
Yeah, it's been that long.
Oh.
And that was a very successful duo. Love their release.
I guess the
so.
first one, to really like go with like a full, more than just like a single, because they like
Right.
remember like Bomb and Lehigh did a song and
Yeah,
like,
that yeah, that was
um,
just like a quick like one-off thing,
yeah,
right?
they've done some one-off singles, but here
Mhm.
now they are with this full EP,
Right.
bringing Icon's, I guess, one of Icon's top rappers and
Mhm.
Winner's, one of Winner's top rappers, to make Mob. But first, should we start with Minnow first and
Yeah.
then get into the? So,
Yeah.
Bobby released. I think this is actually kind of a cool like way they sort of did it. Bobby released a single, released Hold Up, which we talked about last week.
Mhm.
Minnow released a single himself, and then they released two songs
Right.
themselves. So
And
they
all of
really
that
went
is featured on the whole project,
the
the
Mob
whole
EP,
Mob EP.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I'm actually really excited to talk about Minnow in particular.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I really 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 like this actually. More
I'm
than I was
actually obsessed.
expecting.
I'm like
Really?
so obsessed with this song. It's I don't even know like where to start with it.
Yeah. Well,
I
give us your review.
okay. I think I don't know that much about Winter to begin
Mhm.
with.
Mhm.
I don't know too much. I didn't know too much about Mino. Other than he just kind of looks like G-Drag. He
Oh
like
wow.
looks a lot like him physically. Um, so I didn't really know what to expect. I think I kind of expected both Bobby and Mino to release something really hard and
Mm,
aggressive and maybe like you know really kind of turn up songs, club bangers,
right.
things like that.
Uh-huh.
So Bobby's release was underwhelming for me. I didn't love it. It was a little messy sounding to me. But then I heard Body and I was like,
Body.
this is what I wanted. He really showed
Ah.
versatility with this.
Mhm.
I didn't expect him to come out with something kind of like sexy and kind of like really like
Yeah.
passionate sounding but still tasteful. And it was because I like more R&B based
Mhm.
things, but he was able to really blend his rapping skills with a really strong R&B production.
Yeah.
I thought the song was super sexy. I thought the video was really sexy, but maybe a little too frantic for me because
Mm.
I get what he was going for, that kind of darker, kind of moody vibe.
Yeah.
I just couldn't really see anything, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
And I think he's so cute. I wish we could have just like seen him a little bit better.
Mhm.
But I thought the song was extremely powerful.
Yeah. Mm.
I love it. I can't stop playing it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm actually, I think, more on Team Minnow, which I wasn't exactly expecting. I
Mhm.
think I agree too. I think I liked it more. It's a little more subtle. It's
Mhm.
not so much in your face. I thought it's, if anything, like even the music video is just, it's sort of believable. Just that, like,
Yeah.
like he, is sort of having this sort of indulgent night
Right.
with a girl. He is a celebrity. I really liked the colors in the video in particular
Mhm.
too. But I don't know, just something about it just felt a little more. It all just kind of. I think it was a better package in all in all.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It made a little. I feel like there was a bit more direction with it.
yeah, like Bobby, it was kind of like, all right, banger, like
Yeah.
crazy. He's the aggressive rapper. Really like goes for it, goes hard in that kind of way. And it worked for him, but it wasn't all that tied up that well together. It was kind of just like,
Mhm.
they went for it in that way, and maybe it didn't land as well as they probably thought it was. Minnows, I think, landed really well, and I think it kind of became,
Yeah, yeah,
worked in
yeah.
that way. And I honestly was not expecting him to sort of be the shining one. I think
Right.
Winner has sort of been sort of the underdog, when it
Mhm.
comes to these two boy bands, doing things a little more unexpected. Especially, they're kind of, I would say, probably more known for vocals and things like that.
Mhm.
He's kind of always been sort of the outlier rapper. Like
Right.
he had a solo
Totally.
song when they first came out. I think he was on Show Me the Money. He's been kind of on his own path, but then here he just really really shines in like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
right way, and I'm a big fan
I
of
was
it.
surprised that he was able to express and pack so much emotion into it. You can really feel
Mm,
the longing in the song because it is a very passionate song.
yeah.
I will say when I first heard it, I couldn't stop laughing because the Korean word for body is mom. So when
Oh.
he says, "I'm thinking about your mom," I'm like, it sounds like he's saying I'm thinking about your mom, and
Oh
the
no.
next line is I'm thinking about your daddy, which is legs, and I'm like, daddy? So the whole time I'm just like, mom, daddy. The whole thing was just like really.
I wonder if that's like a play on words though, because
But
it's
that's
like,
no one's trying to talk about your mom or your daddy when you're trying to be sexy.
but
But
it's sexy and like nice, Tina. Think about it. Like
no,
I'm thinking about what
Jeff.
your mom might think of me. I'm thinking about
No.
what your dad might think
Those
of
are
me.
just the Korean words for those respective words.
But it might have a double meaning.
And then people were like, "Oh, I thought he was saying I'm thinking about your moan." It's like, no, he's
Oh
saying I'm thinking
boy.
about your mom.
Oh my gosh.
So
Well.
once I got past that, I was like, okay, moving on. But no, this is like something that I would listen to just like all the time anyway.
Yeah.
I just love it. I love it. I love the production. Yeah, video was like fine, I guess. I like that it wasn't too not safe for work. It was like in the beginning there was a quick like shot of her like undressing and you could see like
Yeah,
her
right.
ass and but she was well not like obviously she had like panties on but like yeah it wasn't like not vulgar by any means.
Yeah, and it was
wasn't, like,
believable, I
it
thought
wasn't
too.
explicit, so
Yeah, it's just believable, like two young adults,
yeah, and
doing
like
things.
I watched the behind the scenes, and he was like really cute. He was like I was actually really shy, but the actress was
Oh.
like goofing off with me in the pool. They were like, kind of like playing around in the water and just like trying to loosen up a little bit because
Yeah.
he is like obviously he's not like. I feel like he doesn't do kind of like more more kind of sexual explicit scenes very often, so he had to get a little bit more comfortable. So,
Right.
yeah, it ended up working out well.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And then, but now,
Yes.
we've looked at the two separate side of the coins.
Yeah.
As they came together, then they came together for two songs, "Full House" and "Hit Me," right? And so, and they've got two music videos for these two. Now,
They put a lot of resources and money into
yeah,
this.
I
Big
mean,
budget.
right? I mean, like they really want to bring the icon and the winner fandoms together, I guess. But
Which one did you like better?
which one did I like better? Well, I sort of have like two thoughts here.
Okay.
Like I think I honestly I do like both tracks. I probably "Hit Me" is a little more my style, I guess, or a little
Yeah.
more. I think I dig it a little more. But I think "Full House," or I think "Hit Me" is more believable. Like it just felt like
Right.
the chemistry was there more
Right.
than the previous track. Like I don't know, like I watched the videos and the songs at the same time, and maybe this could be clouding my judgment a little more.
Right.
But "Hit Me" just kind of seemed like it didn't seem like they had so much pressure to kind of like do this like competitive rap thing. Like it was
Yeah.
sort of like
It was
well,
chill. They were having
yeah,
fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
"Hit Me," I liked it was a little yeah, exactly. It was a little more fun with it. It seemed like there was a little less pressure on the two of them. The chemistry was there more so than in "Full House," where I was really and I watched "Full House" first, and I was kind of I did not feel like there was chemistry there. Like it did not seem like
Really?
they were 100% on the same page, in my
Okay.
opinion. It always felt like, and maybe this is me once again giving into this rivalry that like sort of has been created by fans
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I was just waiting to see who would top who, and I gotta say, Mino, I
Gotcha.
think once again kind of stole the show in both
Yeah.
those tracks. But
Okay.
this is my overall take on everything.
Okay.
But I'm very curious to hear what you think because I think you're a fan, right?
I'm like actually obsessed with
Ah,
everything
yeah.
they released.
Tina loving it.
Yeah, I guess okay. I thought I liked "Hit Me" way more.
Uh huh.
And I think it's because, well, I watched that one first and it just blew me away. It took me right back to when I went to Seoul in 2012. I think it perfectly captures what Seoul nightlife is like.
Okay,
They do
nice.
this whole, like, hey, let's just go out, go to the club,
Yeah.
hop in a cab. They even went to, I actually, like, paused the video to read the freeway sign
Yeah.
to see what neighborhood they were going to in
Oh,
Seoul. Of
which-
course, they went to Itaewon, which is like the
Oh.
international
I was-
international district, right?
Right.
So
I
it's like
almost went there.
I
didn't.
didn't. I don't know. I think it's overrated.
Really?
I think it's like a little like. I guess maybe I didn't go to the right spots. I only went to like one or two places at night, and I went during the daytime, which is like, Lord, like don't go. There's like nothing in the daytime. But I don't know. It definitely wasn't my favorite. But I guess it's some place that Korean locals like because
Yeah.
it's not what they're used to. Whereas like I don't know. I know expats sometimes go there just because they feel more comfortable around
Yeah.
other expats. But I think if you're visiting Seoul from the U.S., there's really no point in going to Itaewon. But
Right.
anyway,
Travel tips from K-Stop from Jeff
but
and Tina.
I think that really captured the essence of Korean nightlife,
Mm.
and you really, really felt like you were going out.
Mm.
And I thought like the
Yeah.
cab scene was really hilarious.
Yeah.
It was very believable, like you said, where they hopped in and the driver was playing some like old school like traditional Korean track, and they're like,
Right.
I think you should actually play this song. Um,
Yeah.
there was
Ah.
something.
So many Ubers are like that.
Yeah.
Where someone's like, "Can you play my music?"
But then I listened to Full House more, and I feel like Full House is more that track where the beat drops in the club and you're like, oh shit. Whereas
Yeah.
whereas Hit Me is more you're in the car and the song comes on, you're like, yo, turn that shit up, turn that shit up. Whereas the Full House is more you gotta be in the club, you gotta be in that setting
Sure.
to really feel it. Cause like the video did feel like more trippy, almost like you were in like another world,
Yeah.
just with the styling.
Yeah. No, totally.
I did get very throwback vibes. I felt like I was watching like a different version of GD and Taeyang, which
Interesting.
was their collab before
Yeah.
back when they were like 13 years old in YG.
Interesting.
So the styling was very throwback.
Styling
for me
was,
for Full House.
those glasses, even those sunglasses,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so
Those
90s.
goggle things?
Yeah, goggles.
Those were
whatever
like
they
yeah,
were.
like you saw those in like One Time's Hot Dogga video from like '04 or whenever that was.
Right, very much.
So it was very like trippy but throwback at the same time. I kind of dug it. Obviously everyone like lost their shit with the CL reference.
Yeah.
I love that they were like, no one's badder than, CL Nuna, and like she was in there for all of like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And she looked fierce as shit.
She looked good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
I like that
appreciate
too.
how they both referenced other artists, other label mates.
Yeah.
Hit Me at the end, they referenced Don't Leave by GD and Top, like the very final line.
Oh
Or
wow.
like
That
right
went right
before
over
the
my head.
end when they were on the top of the car and like they shouted it.
Oh. I love that.
Like the Kajima baby, that line. Yeah, I
think
feel
that-
like there are like things about each video that I really appreciated. But
Yeah, no, I think they really did a good job with this. Like it was what in my opinion kind of we had kind of talked about this in the past, or just like, if Big Bang is going to the military soon, like Icon and Winner, like who is the future? What is the future? These fandoms supposedly hate each other, all these things, like but I think it's like, they clearly, they did it all, they like made it about YG family, and like really made it about like the YG family.
and they had quick cameos.
Yes.
They had shout outs in there. Yeah.
No, that's why I think they did it right. Like I think, this could have been weirdly competitive, or like, some sort of like braggadocio, one up in each other, my squad's better than your squad sort of thing. But it wasn't like that. It was more about coming together. And in reality, these groups and these artists probably all have so much respect for one another. Like, like they probably are all on the same team. It's just it's the weird fandom rivalries that get in the way of all those kind of things.
What was your favorite and least favorite styling moment from their videos?
Probably least favorite was probably Bobby's hair in the cage scene.
Oh yeah, where it looked like a bird's nest.
It was not the best, cutest
it was
look.
Horrid. I don't know who made that call.
But it probably the best moment for me was probably the throwback moment.
Okay.
Like with the glasses, just because like it even like threw me really back to like I'm even thinking like Coolio, like Missy Elliott, like Ice Cube, like like those like really like like those moments from those videos that you really remember. That's what like it automatically took me back to, and I was like, so I appreciated that. What about yours?
Well, least definitely Bobby's hair in like every single video.
Oh,
I think I really actually liked the all black look in Full House. I thought they looked really sexy.
Oh yeah, the two of them,
really
right?
sleek.
That was nice.
Kind of dark it kind of almost got like a dangerous vibe to it that
Right.
I really liked. I actually was unsure about that fringe top that Mino was wearing
Yes.
in Hit Me. It's the all white. He had that what he wore his cap backward.
Right.
And then he had these little fringes dangling from the sleeves. I was like, that looks so strange, but it kind of works on him. But I liked both of their looks in the Hit Me video because it was super casual. I like that Bobby just went with like a plaid shirt they threw on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really like the overall kind of the concept that they went with, a very like carefree, like let's just go
Yeah.
out, whatever. Don't put too much thought into it.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Let us.
obsessed.
Yeah. Well, are you as obsessed with it as Tina is? Let us know. Let us know what you think about Icon winner. You know, is this the right move for them? I'm very curious to kind of hear what people think in particular.
I'm
Cause
like sad that is it only gonna be these 4 tracks? I'm like super greedy right now. Like, is this gonna be, are there gonna be at least 2 more tracks or
maybe
like
it'll be a success and they'll do a repackage or something like that. Or, come
maybe?
together once a year or something. You never
I'm like
know.
sad that I feel like I've heard everything on it.
Right. It's been given to us.
I think this is it, right?
I think
Yeah.
it is. It's just a 4-track EP.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do on the
Fine,
charts
fine.
though. Elsewhere, I think can we switch paces a little bit and talk
Yeah.
about Ga In,
Yes, that was
who's
gonna be my
yeah,
next suggestion.
she is back with the Brown Eyed Girls sort of. I don't know the best way to describe her, but she's our Brown Eyed Girls
Magne?
songstress. Oh, is she the baby of the
I
group?
think
I
so.
didn't realize that. That's awesome. Well, she's back with a new EP. The song is called Carnival: The Last Day. And yeah, I think I am a big Gain fan.
Mhm.
Um, I love kind of her attitude, what she brings to the table lots of times. And I don't know, like once again, I initially heard the concept carnival and all these things. I'm like, oh, like it's another this has potential to be like really cheesy. Like
Right.
we've seen the carnival, the circus thing done so many times in so many ways.
Right.
It's probably gonna have an old timey feel to it. But I
Which
ended
it
up
does, but
it does have an old timey feel, but like, and I thought it was gonna be cheesy, but I ended up really, really liking this. And I'm unfortunately haven't gotten into the whole EP yet, just because it's been a busy time.
right.
But I just really like what they did there. I don't think it smashes you over the head with anything too crazy or anything like
Mhm.
that. Last comeback she kind of did, if you remember the
Like
Paradise, the Dark Paradise,
yeah.
or Paradise
Was
Lost.
that
I
off
mean.
of, was that what was the EP name? Like Hawa?
Yeah, it's Hawa, which I
Hawa?
think is
Okay.
Jesus or Bible or something like. It
Okay.
has some type of biblical reference to it, and this is sort of a lighter side to
Of course.
things.
Yeah, she switched it up.
Yeah, and you know what? It was just not. It was very, like, I don't know. It's just like there was interesting makeup choices, interesting styling choices, but nothing that like turned me off in any way.
Mhm.
I was just, I loved, the scenes with the fireworks at the end, and there was some
Mhm.
nice, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. I just thought it was very enjoyable, and like it's just a really
Right.
good song in my
Right.
opinion. What did you
Did it
think?
remind you of
Well, it
anything?
reminded me of IU's
Okay.
21.
Well, it just as soon as I see they actually had, apparently it's the same producer, which I didn't know. But like when I first
Oh.
heard the song, I was immediate like, this sounds like you and I in
Oh,
Good
yeah.
Day from like the real fantasy and real
Yeah.
era,
Oh, big
which I
hits.
loved.
Big
So
hits. Oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, what the hell? This is like the exact same sound when it's happening. But I'm like, I like the sound, so it's not
Mhm.
like IU trademark that,
Right.
that kind of orchestral
Yeah.
fantasy storybook Disney orchestral sound.
Right.
But no, I liked it a lot. I thought it was interesting how she took kind of a darker concept but made it extremely fantasy storybook like, because I think the concept of the video is that she is dying and it's her funeral,
Or to
so
last
there's
day.
or her last day, so they're basically sending her off like one last hoorah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's like
Uh-huh.
kind of going back and revisiting, like kind of like making it easier for him to let her go.
Mhm.
So like the whole thing really stressed like um ephemerality and like this fleeting moment, and
Mm.
um it
Good
was just
word.
like it was strange. It's kind of bittersweet, but also very like
Yeah.
doll like and innocent, and um it just like the feelings I had with it were kind of like conflicting.
In an interesting way, though, I think,
Yeah, because
right?
because you want to think it's very like uplifting and
Uh-huh.
makes you feel good, but the core of it is still very heart wrenching in a
Right.
way.
And it almost reminds me of those like, like those great like love books or something, like Time
Yeah,
Traveler's Wife or The Notebook or
right,
something where it's like, like these like very like, stirring
right,
ideas and
stirring. Yeah,
thoughts, but and at the same time there's like all this kind of imagery of, there's young children and
mhm,
there's, fun and fireworks and, like circus like,
right,
looks and everything. And then, but it's all kind of tied into this sort of darker, ultimate ending
right,
place, resting place or whatever,
right,
literally.
right.
So yeah, it's kind of, it like I love when music kind of like messes with you in that way
Mhm,
and kind of like pulls you in both ways. You're like, wait, like where am I supposed to feel? And
right.
I think it's kind of fascinating
Right.
in
I
that way.
think ultimately I find it soothing because you get a sense of like seeking closure in
Mm.
this song.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
I didn't even really think of that until like just a few moments ago when you were saying like, we were like discussing obviously
Yeah.
the premise of it.
Yeah.
It took me a little. It took me like one or two watches to
Mm.
figure out what was really going on, since
Mm.
like just the whole like visually, makeup wise, wardrobe wise, it just seems very playful, but
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, she's like dying. You're like, what is
Right.
happening right
No,
now?
exact. And it's like it's even in the video, they go from sort of, lighter looks and then the very end, everyone's once again in black and,
Hmm.
and all this stuff. So it's kind of like, the music takes you away and all this
Right.
stuff, So I kind of liked that. Or I always love the idea that music can take you away, heal, etc.
Absolutely.
So I'm a big fan. I don't know. I'm really excited to listen to the EP. I think Guyan makes, she really I think her Brown Eyed Girls, all the Brown Eyed Girls actually, like with all their solo releases, do a lot of like good quality stuff in my
Hmm.
opinion. So I am very very here for it.
Yeah, I am like honestly I kind of miss that whole enchanting kind of concept look that IU really served. I mean, I hate to always compare it, but it's like when you go through the YouTube comments, it's like
Yeah. Oh,
half of
really?
them are like, "Oh, this is just like IU," but it's not in a negative kind of, "Oh, she copied her or something or she
Hmm.
stole her concept." But
Yeah.
it's just the two are very similar, but she made it her own. It's not,
Yeah. And I think that tinge of darkness makes it very like Guyan too,
it is
you
right
know?
because no, that's so true because
'Cause I'm,
everyone's so used to this kind of dark,
yeah.
sound from her. But IU was just always just very kind of enchanting innocence. She never
Yeah.
really took that next step
Yeah.
into making it deeper and darker than it is,
Right. Love
or
IU,
than it
but
seems. I mean,
yeah, no, exactly. Oh, I want an IU comeback soon.
right?
I don't know when that's gonna happen, but yeah, no, I'm really excited. I'm gonna listen to the EP probably later today. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I
This
haven't had a
is
chance to check it out
yeah,
either.
this is like the first half of her full length album, so
Right,
we're gonna
right.
get something new soon. I thought
This is
this was
like the ending or the end.
it's something like
And then
that,
like
yeah.
the new release or the follow up, the second half is gonna be like the beginning or
Oh,
begin
that's
something. I
interesting.
don't know. It's
I'm into
cool. It's
that.
interesting that she's starting with the end and
Right.
then gonna go to the beginning.
Yeah.
I forget the exact title, but it's a
Oh, I
variation of
see.
end and
Right.
beginning.
I,
Yeah.
I, I saw that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what else she brings to
Yeah.
the table, but I think it's a
Right.
good start. I'm ready. Good job, Guyan.
Yay.
Let us know what you guys think, of course. You can listen to all the music we're talking about, everything, in our YouTube playlist. Don't forget on Fuse.tv. But last but not least, we cannot forget about our dear boys, 2 p.m., who are back with their new single, Promise I'll Be, the lead single off their sixth Korean album, Gentleman's Wish? Wait, what is it? I don't want to mess this up. I
Oh,
forgot.
Gentleman's Game.
Gentleman's Game. Sorry, I totally blanked just there. But yes, here we are back with 2 p.m. Not too long after Jung K's solo release.
Mm-hmm.
And Tina, I'm just going to let you take it away with this one because I know you have a lot of thoughts.
Well, um, listeners can probably infer that I wasn't blown away because I'm not in a coma right now. I'm not comatose. I am here and present.
Right.
So, had I been blown away, I would not be here because I would
Right.
need many days to recuperate. But the song is fine.
Mm-hmm.
The video is a hot damn mess. I hate
Oh,
it
like,
so much.
You hate it. Oh my
Yeah, it's so
gosh.
bad. I don't know why it was bad.
Hate. Wow.
The song, we kind of talked about it a little bit when it first released. That
Yeah.
synthy pop R&B sound that you brought up actually sounds very similar to Junkei's Think About You,
Yeah.
but just like sped up and like
Yeah.
a little bit brassier, I guess maybe.
In my opinion,
um,
yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah, they're very
Like,
yeah, a lot of like tempo changes. I
Right.
think it threw me off a little bit. I like the opening. I like the opening right away. I love that whole like I need you right now. I like that a lot. I like that mid tempo. But then or I guess it's a little bit slower. But then the chorus, they just go like whoosh and they're
Yeah.
like and it just sped up really quickly. I don't know how I felt about that. It just felt a little chaotic.
Oh, really?
Um
Because in my opinion, like Jung K did something kind of similar too, in my opinion,
mhm.
but maybe that one was just slightly more polished. But like
Yeah.
2 p.m. kind of like I feel like with this single at least they needed to like change it up a little bit, so they
Mhm.
almost like wanted to like do the same thing but try to bring in a new element to it, and it
Mhm.
like it was a little jarring. I mean, I like it personally. I think it's
No,
kind
I
of
like the
cool.
song. It's just like it's fine. I don't know. I think I like the song on its own. I think the video was what really like annoyed
Ruined.
me. I felt like it was cheap looking.
Oh.
Um there weren't like any group shots. It
I
was
thought that was weird.
yeah, like if you're going to have basic ass choreography, they they had like one person, whether I think it was Kuhn and then Tech, doing like weird like body rolls on top of the checkerboard in front of like this random ass like movie
Oh,
theater
right.
marquee. It
Yeah,
just
it had like
made
random
zero
lyrics.
sense. It didn't tie into there was no storyline. It was just like Junkei's rolling around half naked. I don't know what happened with this group where like the men who are normally like half naked are fully clothed, and now Junkei, who like never took off his clothes, is all like rolling around half naked now.
Right.
It just didn't make any sense, and it just felt very disconnected, the video.
Yeah,
um
I agree with that.
the checkerboard dancing scene made zero sense. um the effects were corny, especially like
Yeah.
that scene I remember where like Taekyung opened his eyes and then this camera like zoomed into the
Yeah,
eyeball. I'm like,
how
what
could I
is this
forget that?
After Effects 101? Like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah, and you know, I agree. You know, some of the lighting like lighting choices were not like
It
very
looks so
flattering.
cheap.
Yeah, and you know, I almost like kind of feel it, and I think fans have sort of been thinking this because I remember even last year, and I really like this song. The from the number 5 album, the My House song.
That was crap too.
Oh my, wow, Tina, I just
I mean, I
coming
just
out.
haven't really, the last couple Korean releases, I haven't really been on board for.
Well, and I think fans are kind of picking up on this. Like 2 p.m. almost feels like sometimes like an afterthought. They're kind of like they're given something in my like My House was very similar sounding to the Miss A single, the Only You song. It felt
Oh.
like a boy version of that.
Mhm.
This song kind of feels like a new version of the Jung K single. Like I don't know. Like I remember last year fans were not happy about 2 p.m. only like promoting for a very small amount of time.
Mhm.
You know, it almost feels like I'm like 2 p.m. are just, you know, they're I think they make solid releases every time. Like the albums are always so solid, and like it almost feels like they're just kind of like given like second. They're not given much second thoughts lots of times, and I think that's
Yeah.
really unfortunate for them because I think there's still so much. The singles still go top 10, the albums still go to number one. Like this group is not. They're not maybe smashing everyone in the head, but there's
Right.
still so much potential, and they're always like doing great things. And
Yeah, I think it's a similar situation with Beast, right? Like
right.
they just been around by K-pop standards a while.
Hmm.
Um they're not like the shiny new car on the block anymore.
Right.
They I think also the fact that I think leaving Korea and spending a lot of time in Japan plays a lot into it.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Beast and
Right.
like with as it did with 2 p.m. They focus a lot on their Japanese promotions, and I think that really affected their aesthetic and sound.
Yeah,
Like
for
both
sure.
both of these releases, like Beast's latest releases and this,
Hmm.
they're very like J-pop esque to me. Like
Oh,
the
really?
production,
That's
maybe like
interesting.
more so Beast than anything.
Uh-huh.
It's just like I don't know. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Visually, I will say the song is like probably better than I hoped. I was a little like apprehensive,
Right.
but it wasn't anything too far off from what I would expect them to release. Maybe. Yeah.
S-
I think vocally, it's the song is not doing them any favors.
mm,
Obviously they're gonna have Junke sing a majority of the chorus. Like the June brothers, I guess, Juno and formerly known as Junsu. Um, I don't understand why the two worst singers in the group, the two vocally weakest members, Chansung and Kun, they have so many lines in the song. I just don't understand why you would do this because you do realize during promotions when you sing live that it's not going to sound good.
right.
They can't they don't have range. Can't they're not you can tell they're not confident in their
Yeah.
vocal abilities, so they're not going to project their voices
Mm.
as strongly. Like their first live performance on the V app, it sounded terrible. Even Woo Young, who's normally a very good singer,
Uh-huh.
didn't sound good. I don't know
Hmm.
what's happening.
Interesting.
So
I wonder, right. I mean, I wonder if that's them trying out something new or like, thinking like, oh, fans have been asking for, these members to have more lines or something like that. But I have a question for you though. In your
yeah.
opinion, where would you like to see? Where does 2 p.m. need to go in the future, or where would you like to see them go? Or what's like their
I
next step?
honestly wish that they would just take it back to Hands Up.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Take
that's
it
their
back.
comfort zone where no one's really singing that much except
Mm.
for I want to say, I keep wanting to say Junsu because that's what I'm used to, but Junke or Minjun. Or, like, stuff like, obviously again and again.
Mm.
Something where it's, like, there's room for choreography
Okay.
and it's fun to
Yeah.
dance to,
Uh-huh.
but they don't take themselves too
So a little more
seriously.
carefree, a little more
Yeah.
going back to
I
that.
think Hands Up really was like
A
one of their
moment.
best singles though.
All right.
And actually no, I take it back. If you want to take it to like a more R&B sound, they got to go to All Day I Think About You, which I know you
Oh,
love. I know you love that song.
ADOTY.
Yes.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
also one of their best singles. I love
Lo-
it so much.
One of
But
the
that
best
was
songs of
that
that
was
year.
way more auto-tuned though.
Oh, really?
It
Ooh,
was very auto-tuned,
I
I
was
feel
not
like.
I did not hear that.
Really?
What have I been listening to? Maybe I just
Am I
really
just
wanted to
making
believe.
that up?
I don't know. I mean, I'm
Like
also.
did they tweak it? Like it was very high pitched during certain parts. Like they really tweaked the pitch.
Oh, really? Maybe I'm not remembering the song
Like
correctly.
the
I just know I
like
love it.
like Nick Hoon does not have that falsetto ability,
Ouch. Well, yeah.
or Juno. I don't think. I don't know, but those I think
That's a
Hands
great.
Up
Yeah.
and All Day I Think About You.
A
or,
mix of the two, perhaps.
Yeah,
That'd be the ideal situation, right?
yeah.
All right.
I listened to. I skimmed through the album. I don't love it. It just
Mm,
sounds very like pop lounge dance to me,
okay.
which I don't really like. It's like
I'm a,
not upbeat. It's not upbeat enough to dance to, but you're also
uh,
just like I wouldn't listen to it just chilling. So
oh, interesting.
yeah,
I'm excited to go through the album. I haven't gotten to do that yet, but I am
I like
excited.
I like the concept, like styling wise. I
Mm,
think that like I like the suits. I like the whole like grown gentleman's look, which
yeah.
they've kind of like done before with like um I'm Your Man, if you remember that song. I think that was a Japanese release.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, where they all have suits.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I overall I'm fine with it.
You're fine.
I'm not disappointed.
You're not in a coma,
Right.
which
Not
you
from
wanted to
I'm
be.
not in a coma from being overly hype or overly happy
Right.
or being like horribly disappointed. But
Okay.
I will
That's
say the video was really bad. The song itself I'm fine with.
all right. That's I think that's a fine way to be. A fine place to be in. I support it.
Okay.
Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts, Tina. Thanks
Sorry for the rant,
everyone.
y'all.
No, I love the rants. I know K-Stop listeners love when Tina goes off. So, I do too. We should encourage her to always go
Always
off.
go.
But yes, let us know what you guys think. So favorite releases of the week. I'm going to go with Gain.
I'm gonna go with are we including Mino's body or is that too old?
Let's say the whole
Okay, MOBB.
package. Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
feeling.
for sure.
All right, let us know what you guys want. Vote in our poll on fuse.tv, please, and we'll reveal the results next week. Let's quickly get into some charts where we take a look at the top 5 the top 5 K-pop songs on US iTunes right now. Coming in at number 5, song just won't leave. Boombaya. Bum,
Boombaya.
ba, bum. And Blackpink, who just finished their promotions for this song.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and supposedly coming back soon, so very curious to see what they bring to the table. Number 4 is Body by Mino.
Woo! It should be higher, but it's
I
fine.
I
We'll
think
take
Bobby
it.
was in the top 5 last week, right?
He was. He was.
Yeah, so good for Minnow. And then right above at number 3 is Hit Me featuring Kush by MOBB.
Nice.
So that song seems to be the favorite because spoiler alert, don't see Full House in the top 5.
Okay.
Number 2 is Whistle Like a Missile Bomb Bomb by
Wow,
Blackpink.
Holding strong.
Yeah, Whistle seems to be, I think, the ultimate, Boombaya still up there, but
That's what they've won all their number ones for, or have they won number one for Boombaya?
I honestly am not sure.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up. I just know like for a rookie group for them to win number one so quickly is very.
It was
impressive.
remarkable,
Yeah.
right? And they only performed on one show too, which is interesting. But
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, but taking number 1, and I forget if they were number 1 last week. Do you remember? But
I
it
don't
was
remember.
Red Velvet with Russian Roulette.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
people are digging this.
Get out.
I don't know. I think that they got. I think they found
You
like.
even said that it didn't have like their usual hook. And
I
it's,
know,
like,
that's-
lukewarm.
I'm also surprised. Believe me, I'm just as surprised as
I'm
anyone here.
offended.
Tina's offended. I mean,
That's just y'all are rude.
I thought for sure MOBB was going to, be right up there, but no, I'm telling you, I can't make up these charts, Tina.
Whatever.
But
But at least both MOBB and Mino are in there somewhere.
at least,
2 out of 5.
thank goodness for your sake. Um,
Lord knows I'm already pissed.
Lord knows. But last but not least, in our usual our deep cut section, where we look at a topic, something fun, something not fun, trending in the K-pop community. This one a little more fun, I guess. So I'm
Positive compared to last week.
Yes, much more positive. But on Fuse.tv right now, we are taking a look at K-pop summer. Summer's always a really exciting time, in my opinion, for K-pop. Lots of people come back. It's always like kind of like a nice summer battle. Lots of groups, want to get noticed in the summer, and then that I think being out in the summer helps them get noticed for end of the year awards and things like that.
Alright.
But this comment in particular also caught my attention, and I thought it'd be good to talk about, just K-pop summer, as it's Labor Day was last weekend. Things are coming to a close, and we want to highlight this one comment in particular to kick off the conversation, just about our favorite, least favorite, what we like, what we didn't like, from summer 2016 in K-pop. But what Will said at _21, who said, so was there an official K-pop song of the summer this year? I feel like Twice may have taken it, but am I missing someone? And Twice is a good one to start this with because Cheer Up was a
Mhm.
really, really big hit throughout the whole summer. The Sha Sha Sha
Right,
thing
right,
went around, was a big viral hit, this whole
right.
thing. Um, and I'd probably say it's a contender for Song of the Summer, but to me at least, it didn't feel like there was a humongous, humongous hit either from the
Yeah.
summer. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't a bunch of awesome stuff this summer.
Right.
To me, I think some big standouts was, I mean, the Wonder Girls single did really well.
It did, yeah.
Like Why So Lonely, and that's one of my standouts in particular. I
Okay.
loved the reggae. So I love that some reggae stuff was being brought into K-pop. I know we
Right.
kind of didn't love it at first when we first talked about it, but Oh My Girls, Ein, the reggae song with Listen to My Word, that one just I can't stop listening
I
to it.
am shaking my head, y'all.
Tina is shaking
If
her head.
only y'all could see.
Yes, that's probably it's lower on the list of but I was just happy to hear some reggae getting brought back into K-pop. I don't know, I'm totally here for that. Um, with me at least, some other standouts were I really love Taeyon's Why.
Yes.
Still
That's
listening to
like
that
tops
one.
my list.
Really?
Yeah.
That's at the top of your list?
I would think so. I think well, Starlight
Oh, Starlight, right, of course.
and Y are both up there for because they're very different. So different sounds.
Yeah, I think Taeyeon. I still listen to that song a lot, a lot. I personally also have to give it up to EXO, Monster, and Lucky One, and then even Lotto was pretty good to me. Just those songs. I think they prove that they aren't missing a beat. That they still got some strong stuff up their sleeves. They
Mhm.
still got a bunch of good stuff, and yeah, I don't know. That one in particular was
Okay.
great for me too. And then last but not least, I want to shout out 17 with Very Nice. I love that one. Still
That
love
was
the
a fun release.
choreography.
Yeah.
Still love, just what they're bringing to the table. Still excited to see what they can still bring to the table and yeah, I don't know. If we're kind of looking at, K-pop summer, starting with Exit on EXID, I mean, on June 1st up to, even right now. Tina, what are your favorites?
There weren't like too many that I blatantly disliked,
Yeah.
other than that eyeing crap. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Crap.
yeah. Um, like I said, I love Taeyang's release. Thought that was the most like cohesive. I feel like I
Mm.
really got a sense of what she was trying to do there. Um, wh- at first I thought the song was kind of messy, but I actually really like it now. Hyuna's How's This?
Oh yeah.
It's so
The
on brand
thought
for her. It's
anthem.
so on brand for her. It's nothing surprising. You're like, she's throwing down another club banger, looking all like a little thought. And I love it. I love that she embraces her inner thought. And
Me too.
so I like that song. I like that she's just it's safe. Like nothing. She's never like off brand, which I appreciate about Hyuna.
You know what I usually do when I listen to that song? I play the intro. I play, like the first breakdown, and then I usually fast forward into that last breakdown,
Uh huh.
the weird, like, where it gets
Yeah,
all
yeah.
like vibey and stuff.
Right.
'Cause I
Oh,
love
I
that part so
love
much.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, the more I listen to it, I'm like, this song actually kind of jams. It's like production wise, it's not as basic as I thought it was. Um, what else are there? Well, obviously Blackpink.
Right, big,
Blackpink,
big one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Whistle, definitely. Boomba, yeah, even is like growing on me. It's still not like
me
a favorite,
too.
but
We weren't obsessed with it, or we thought it was just a little, not up to par at first.
yeah.
But that one
I
has
thought it
grown
was
on me
kind
too.
of messy at first, or I don't know.
Yeah, it grew on me too,
Yeah.
100%.
Um, I don't think this was a good release for the summer, but I do like that the comeback was very um, quintessential Seven. The
Oh,
I'm
right,
Good
I'm good.
comeback.
Uh-huh. I was listening to that
Really
yesterday.
love that song. It's just not really a summer song, but
Sure.
hey, whatever. I'm just glad that he's back.
Yeah. I was listening to that last night, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
That is a good one.
I don't really have any like ones I really well, I'm just not really an EXO fan in general.
Right.
It's not like the songs are bad. I just
Mm.
never really liked them that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I wish MOBB had debuted or
Mm.
released their videos like a couple weeks earlier, or even like early August.
Yeah.
just to really catch that last bit of summer, because I do think
Ah.
"Hit Me's" a very good party song, and like even in like Full House is like when that beat drops in a club, like I can only imagine, uh
Yeah.
yeah, so I just feel like timing wise, like that could have been moved up a little
Mhm.
bit. But I think they did want an earlier summer release, right? Like Bobby's solo was supposed to be in June, and
Oh, it
everything got
was.
pushed back, according to
Ah.
what I read online.
Oh boy.
So, but if we can extend the window a little bit, I would put all the mob releases in there.
Nice. Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool even to like think about this summer. Like last summer, I thought was just like a huge, huge summer for K-pop. I feel like literally like everyone was there. It was Big Bang, Girls'
Mhm.
Generation, Wonder Girls, Sistar,
Yeah.
everyone. I feel like everyone was there. Like people like Hana, everyone like released something, and it was like
Mhm.
something like really big, and it was really exciting summer. This summer, a little more subtle, but a little more like varied, I almost thought
I think
too.
there's
Like
yeah, I
like
think there's a lot more range.
right, like
Yeah.
like Taeyeon came out with this like sort of like melancholy like pop EDM song.
Mhm.
Sistar even like went different with like their usual, like anthem, like,
Yeah.
wasn't so cheesy
Even
pop in my
that grew
opinion.
on me because I did not like that at
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, and Beast came back with like, went ballad on us. I'm trying to think, it's just like it felt like there was more kind of like people were, rather than make, easy breezy summer songs, easy to digest, don't think
Mhm.
about it, carefree. K-pop was ready to do something a little like different.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, okay, like I'm here for this, like I'm down for us trying new things and trying out different things
Absolutely.
and some people stuck to their strengths, Hana,
Yeah.
but like
She knows what works for her.
right, but like more or less, like I felt like there was some like really cool stuff going on this
Mhm.
summer, and like and I'm really excited to kind of see. We'll have the voting go on for a certain amount of time, and we'll reveal the votes and everything, and
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
stoked to see what everyone else thinks.
I am very stoked to see what because last year it was a big poll, like lots of people came out, and Big Bang got the #1 release
Oh, that's right.
of
Yeah.
last year. So and I think like there were a lot, and BTS was also, oh, they were a competition to to Big Bang last
Mhm.
year. I remember because they got second place, and Girls' Generation was up there, 2 p.m. was up there, Super Junior was up there, but. I'm excited to see kind of what happens this year. So I want to know who the people choose and
Co-sign on
who
that.
will be voted for. So happy end of summer, K-Stop
It's
listeners.
so sad that I mean, granted, I love fall weather,
Oh,
but summer
see,
just went by so quickly.
it did. But I'm ready for change. I'm ready for things. Even though I loathe the winter and loathe
I know.
fall, and
Yeah.
I
This
want.
this nice weather's gonna last for all of like 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be freezing.
Yes, but you guys definitely let us know what your favorite summer songs are. Vote on Fuse.tv of our current K-pop summer comeback competition, and yeah, we're always looking for your comments. We love talking to you guys. Hit us up anytime on Twitter, on Fuse.tv, on iTunes, wherever we're looking.
Hashtag K-stop.
Hashtag K-Stop. Don't forget it. Look for us on Fuse's Snapchat. We're literally filming things on it right as we speak, but not really right as we speak, but like recently.
Don't look at it. The fluorescent lighting is not doing us
Yeah,
any
just don't judge
favors.
us on the lighting. Okay, but as always, this has been Jeff.
This is Tina. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.